Most people are not stuck because they lack talent, intelligence, or opportunity. They are stuck because they are waiting for motivation instead of developing discipline. Every single morning they wake up hoping to feel inspired before they take action. They wait for the perfect mood, the perfect timing, the perfect situation, but success does not wait for people who are waiting on feelings. Success rewards those who move with consistency even when they are tired, discouraged, or uncomfortable. That is the difference between average people and champions. Champions do not wake up every day feeling excited. Champions wake up committed, and commitment will always take you further than motivation ever could. Motivation comes and goes. One day you feel powerful, the next day you feel weak. One day you want to conquer the world, the next day you want to quit. If your dreams depend on emotions, then your future will always be unstable. Discipline is what keeps you moving when your emotions fail you. Discipline is what makes you study when everybody else is sleeping. Discipline is what makes you grind when nobody is clapping for you. Discipline is what separates people who talk about success from people who actually achieve it. The reason many people remain stuck year after year is because they have mastered excuses instead of habits. They have become professionals at procrastination. They say things like, "I'll start Monday," "I'm waiting for the right moment," or "I need more time." But the truth is, the right moment rarely comes. The right moment is created through action. Every successful person you admire had to begin before they felt fully ready. They had to move while afraid, work while uncertain, and trust the process before results appeared. But weak minds always want guarantees before effort. They want proof before sacrifice. They want certainty before commitment. Life does not work like that. Greatness requires faith and relentless action. Some people are stuck because they are addicted to comfort. Comfort has become their lifestyle. They choose entertainment over education, distractions over discipline, and excuses over execution. They spend hours scrolling through social media watching other people succeed while doing nothing to improve their own lives. Then they wonder why nothing changes. Nothing changes because growth demands discomfort. You cannot become stronger while avoiding hard work. You cannot build confidence while constantly quitting. You cannot transform your future while repeating the same habits every single day. Success is built in small daily decisions. It is built when you wake up early instead of sleeping in. It is built when you keep going even when nobody believes in you. It is built when you stay focused while everybody around you is distracted. Most people underestimate the power of consistency because they only focus on big results. But big results are created through small actions repeated daily. One workout will not change your body, but years of discipline will. One day of studying will not make you a master, but daily learning will. One motivational speech will not transform your life, but consistent execution will, and that is where many people fail. They get excited for a few days, then disappear the moment life becomes difficult. They want quick success without long-term sacrifice. But real success demands patience. It demands mental toughness. It demands the ability to keep going even when progress feels invisible. Every dream requires a version of you that is more disciplined, more focused, and more committed than the version you are today. The painful truth is this: you cannot create a new life with old habits. Something must change. Your mindset must change. Your routines must change. Your standards must change. Stop waiting for motivation to save you, because motivation is temporary. Build discipline instead. Discipline will wake you up when you are tired. Discipline will keep you focused when distractions appear. Discipline will push you forward when your emotions tell you to quit. And once you master discipline, you stop being controlled by excuses, fear, laziness, and comfort. That is the moment your life begins to change. Most people are still stuck because they are addicted to comfort and terrified of pain. They say they want greatness, success, financial freedom, peace, and growth. But the moment life becomes difficult, they run back to what feels safe. They quit too early. They fold under pressure. They stop the moment the process becomes uncomfortable. But listen carefully, nothing extraordinary is built inside a comfort zone. Every level of growth requires sacrifice. Every dream requires struggle. Every transformation requires pain. You cannot ask for a stronger body while avoiding the workout. You cannot ask for wisdom while avoiding failure. You cannot ask for success while running from pressure. Pain is not the enemy. Pain is part of the process. The problem is that many people spend their entire lives trying to escape discomfort instead of learning from it. They want life to always feel easy, smooth, and predictable, but life was never designed that way. The people who become successful are not the people with the easiest journey. They are the people who learn how to endure hard seasons without giving up. They understand that struggle is temporary, but quitting creates permanent regret. Some of you are stuck because every time pressure enters your life, you panic instead of adapting. The moment things get hard, you start doubting yourself. The moment you fail once, you assume the dream is impossible. The moment rejection appears, you retreat back into fear. But understand this. Pressure is not destroying you. Pressure is developing you. Diamonds are formed under pressure. Strength is built under pressure. Character is revealed under pressure. Every difficult season in your life is shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more prepared. But weak minds always see struggle as punishment instead of preparation. They complain through every challenge instead of growing through it. That mentality will keep you stuck forever. The truth is, success demands emotional toughness. It demands the ability to stay focused while life tests you. Everybody wants the reward, but very few people are willing to survive the process required to earn it. You want confidence, but confidence comes from overcoming hard things. You want success, but success comes from persistence through failure. You want transformation, but transformation requires discomfort. There is no shortcut around the process. And social media has lied to many people. It makes success look fast and effortless. It shows the reward but hides the sacrifice. It shows the victory but hides the lonely nights, the failures, the discipline, and the pain behind the scenes. That is why people become frustrated when their journey gets difficult. They expected greatness without struggle. But real growth is ugly sometimes. Real growth is waking up tired and still showing up. Real growth is crying in private but refusing to quit in public. Real growth is continuing to believe in your vision when nobody else understands it. You must stop asking life to remove every obstacle and start becoming strong enough to handle obstacles. Because the truth is, hard times are unavoidable. Rejection will happen, failure will happen, disappointment will happen. But your response to those moments determines your future. Weak people allow pain to break them. Strong people allow pain to build them. And right now, many people are trapped inside comfort because comfort feels safe. They spend hours wasting time avoiding risk, avoiding responsibility, avoiding growth, and then wonder why their lives remain the same year after year. Nothing changes because they refuse to challenge themselves. Your comfort zone might feel peaceful, but it is slowly killing your potential. Greatness requires risk. Greatness requires courage. Greatness requires sacrifice. The version of you that achieves your dreams is not the version constantly avoiding discomfort today. You must evolve mentally. You must train yourself to embrace pressure instead of fearing it. Stop running from hard work. Stop avoiding difficult conversations. Stop quitting when life tests you. Every challenge is preparing you for a higher level. Every painful experience carries a lesson. Every setback contains growth if you are willing to learn from it. The moment you stop fearing pain is the moment you stop being stuck. Because success belongs to people who can suffer with purpose, endure with faith, and continue moving forward no matter how difficult the journey becomes. Most people are still stuck because their environment is destroying their potential without them even realizing it. The people around you, the conversations you entertain, the habits you repeat daily, and the energy you allow into your life are either pushing you toward greatness or slowly pulling you away from it. There is no middle ground. Many people say they want success, but they continue surrounding themselves with negativity, laziness, distraction, and fear. Then they wonder why their mindset stays weak and their progress stays slow. Listen carefully. You cannot consistently live around average thinking and expect to create an extraordinary life. Your environment shapes your mentality more than you think. If every day you are around people who complain, gossip, waste time, avoid responsibility, and make excuses, eventually those behaviors start feeling normal to you. Weak environments create weak habits, and weak habits create weak results. Some people are stuck, not because they lack talent, but because they are trapped in circles that keep shrinking their vision. They are surrounded by people who laugh at ambition because they are too afraid to chase their own dreams. The moment you start becoming disciplined, focused, or determined, those people suddenly call you different. Of course you are different. Growth changes people. Elevation requires separation. Everybody cannot go where you are trying to go. And one of the hardest truths in life is realizing that some people only support the version of you that stays small. The moment you begin to level up, your growth becomes uncomfortable for those committed to staying average. That is why protecting your environment is one of the most important things you will ever do for your future. Your mind is like soil. Whatever you plant inside it will eventually grow. If you constantly feed your mind negativity, doubt, fear, drama, and distraction, then negativity will dominate your life. But if you feed your mind discipline, knowledge, purpose, and vision, your mentality will begin to transform. Many people are stuck because they consume garbage every single day. They spend hours scrolling social media, comparing themselves to others, watching meaningless content, and absorbing toxic energy without realizing how deeply it affects their mindset. Your focus is being attacked daily. Distraction has become one of the biggest enemies of success. And the sad truth is that many people are addicted to distraction because distraction helps them avoid responsibility. It helps them avoid facing their potential. But you cannot build a powerful future while constantly escaping into entertainment and comfort. You have to become intentional about what enters your mind. What you listen to matters. What you watch matters. Who you spend time with matters. Every environment either feeds your purpose or feeds your excuses. Look at successful people in any field. Most of them intentionally created environments that forced growth. They read books while others wasted time. They spent time around people with vision. They learned from mentors. They separated themselves from toxic habits and toxic circles because they understood that if you want different results, you need a different atmosphere. Eagles do not grow surrounded by chickens. You cannot fly higher while constantly surrounded by people who fear growth. Sometimes your next level requires walking away from relationships, routines, and mindsets that no longer align with your future. And yes, that process can feel lonely. Growth often feels lonely before it becomes rewarding. There will be moments where people misunderstand your focus. They will call you obsessed because they are uncomfortable with discipline, but obsession is often the price of greatness. Nobody becomes extraordinary by accident. Greatness requires intentional living. It requires protecting your energy, your focus, and your vision. Stop allowing negativity to rent space inside your mind. Stop shrinking your dreams to fit small-minded people. Stop surrounding yourself with individuals who normalize mediocrity. If you want to become stronger, you need stronger conversations. If you want to become successful, you need environments that challenge you to rise higher. And if nobody around you inspires you, then become the first person in your circle to break the cycle. Become the example. Become the proof that greatness is possible. Because at the end of the day, your future will always reflect the environment you repeatedly choose. If you truly want to stop being stuck, you must create a life that supports growth instead of a life that constantly destroys your potential. Most people are still stuck because they keep doubting themselves instead of trusting the purpose inside them. The greatest battle many people fight is not against poverty, competition, or failure. It is the battle happening inside their own minds every single day. Self-doubt destroys more dreams than failure ever will. There are people with incredible talent, powerful ideas, and unlimited potential who never accomplish what they were born to do because fear convinced them they were not enough. Fear whispers lies into their minds every day. It tells them they are too late, too weak, too broken, too inexperienced, or too different to succeed. And slowly, they begin shrinking their own dreams before life even gets the chance to test them. Listen carefully. The reason you are still stuck may not be because you lack ability. It may be because you no longer believe in yourself. Every time an opportunity appears, you hesitate. Every time you think about chasing your dream, you remember your past mistakes. Every failure becomes proof in your mind that success is not meant for you. But understand this truth: your past does not define your future. Your failures do not cancel your purpose. Every successful person you admire has failed, doubted themselves, and faced moments where they wanted to quit. The difference is they refuse to let fear make decisions for their lives. Weak minds allow fear to control them. Strong minds move forward despite fear. And that is what courage really is. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is taking action while fear is screaming in your ear. Many people are waiting to feel confident before they begin, but confidence does not come before action. Confidence is built through action. The more risks you take, the stronger you become. The more challenges you survive, the more belief you develop in yourself. But if you spend your entire life avoiding risks, avoiding failure, and avoiding discomfort, your confidence will never grow. Some people are trapped because they spend too much time comparing their journey to others. Social media has made comparison a daily habit. People see someone else succeeding and immediately start questioning their own progress. They think they are behind because their timeline looks different. But your journey is unique. Your purpose is unique. Your timing is unique. Just because somebody else is winning today does not mean your season is over. Comparison steals joy, focus, and belief. While you are busy watching everybody else, your own potential is being ignored. Stop measuring your life against people who were never assigned your path. Focus on becoming better than the person you were yesterday. Another reason people stay stuck is because they care too much about other people's opinions. They are terrified of being judged. They are afraid of failure becoming visible. They worry about criticism from people who never had the courage to pursue their own dreams. But listen, you cannot build a powerful life while constantly seeking approval from weak-minded people. Some people will criticize you no matter what you do. If you dream big, they will call you unrealistic. If you work hard, they will call you obsessed. If you become successful, they will call you lucky. Let them talk. Opinions do not build futures. Action does. Stop asking people for permission to believe in yourself. Stop shrinking your vision to make insecure people comfortable. Greatness requires confidence in your purpose even when nobody else understands your vision yet. Every major achievement in history started with someone who believed in something before the world believed in it. And now it is your turn. Stop replaying failure in your head every day. Stop speaking negatively about yourself. Stop convincing yourself that you cannot grow, change, or succeed. Your words shape your mentality. Your mentality shapes your actions, and your actions shape your future. Speak strength into your life. Speak belief into your future. You were not created to live a small, fearful, average existence. There is greatness inside you, but greatness cannot grow in a mind filled with doubt. At some point, you must decide that your dreams matter more than your fear. At some point, you must stop surviving and start believing. Because the moment you truly believe in your purpose and commit fully to your vision is the moment your entire life begins to change.